So the last book lecture for this class is going to be Chapter 17, which is part of Tab 8, which is on special occasion speeches. This lecture, quiz, and speech are all going to be relatively brief and I feel like fairly easy, because now that you've completed the persuasive speeches, I want you to have fun with the special occasion speeches. I feel like I've stressed this quite a few times, but I want to stress it again. So I'm going to go through the things in this chapter, but the most important aspect for you, for your speech, is that I know what your speech is on, I can understand what you're saying, and you meet the time requirement, it's entertaining, and you have fun giving it. That's all I care about. Outside of that, it's really up to you how fun, how wild and crazy you want to go with it. I always say the crazier the better because that's almost always more fun. But so speeches for special events. So there are 4 types of special occasion speeches. You have speeches to celebrate. So that's when you do a toast, a roast, a speech of introduction before somebody is receiving an award presentation. So if somebody's getting the Lifetime Achievement Award, or an award of acceptance. So if you are the one receiving the award, you might give an acceptance speech. There are speeches to commemorate. So that might be when you give a eulogy or a tribute speech. Speeches to inspire. So that's a lot of times sermons, commencement addresses, and motivational talks. And then there's speeches to entertain. And so that's after dinner toasts or a lot of times stand up, but pretty much any time when the entire point of the speech is just to entertain the audience. So just like all of the other speeches, you go through the same steps to write a special occasion speech. You determine the purpose and the type of speech. You analyze the audience and the situation. You focus on a central idea. You research your speech. You outline and organize your speech. You practice your speech, and you evaluate the special occasion speech. So determining the purpose and type of speech, that's determining which one of these types of speeches you're going to give and what you want to give it on. Once you have that, you can analyze your audience and situation, which you've been doing all along. So once you determine, I'm going to give a best man speech, then you're going to focus on your central idea. Well, my best friend's getting married next year. He wants me to be his best man, so I went ahead and wrote the speech for this assignment. Or maybe you're going to give a roast, or maybe you're just going to give a motivational speech, or an after-dinner toast, an ode to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And so the focus or your central idea is that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are awesome. So you don't have to do any research for this speech if you don't want to, but if you're giving like a best man speech, maybe you research a little bit about how the bride and groom met. Maybe you dig into some of your own personal research about stories you have with that person. It will help you outline and organize your speech. So if I'm doing an after dinner toast about the wonderfulness that is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and so I'm focusing on the central idea that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are awesome, I may do a little bit of research and find out who made the first peanut butter and jelly sandwich, how did that come to be. The outline of my speech might be the background of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, how I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and how you should like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't know. And you can practice your speech and then evaluate it just to make sure that you're meeting all of the requirements I have outlined. Make sure you read what I'm grading you on your special occasion speeches, because it is very, very different than how I've graded every other speech you've given. I'm not requiring this to be an extemporaneous speech. So you want to have the whole thing written out? Go for it. I'm not grading you on your delivery because I want you to have fun and not worry about what are my gestures doing? What is my face doing? The only aspect of your delivery that's really going to be graded is, are you speaking slowly and clearly enough that I can understand and follow what you're saying? But the whole point behind this is a celebration. You made it through the persuasive speech, which was the most strictly graded. It required the most. It required the outside sources. It required the audience, the visual aid, the appearance, which I never required on the first 2 speeches. So now that we've gotten the big, I consider your persuasive speech to be your final in the class. Even though there is a final exam, but that's a different kind of final. But your final presentation, we're going to have you give one last speech, which is a special occasion speech, which is going to be fun, relaxed, laid back, pretty much you do it and you come in under time and you have fun, you're going to get full credit on it. So please don't agonize over this speech or think that I'm trying to trick you in some way, shape, or form. I am going 100% off of that special occasions rubric. So enjoy the speech. I can't wait to see them, and good luck with the final exam and the end of your semester activities. Thank you all for your hard work this semester. I appreciate it.